Hello everybody, thanks for joining me and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Joseph and this is me waking up and getting ready for the day. I live in this little minivan, by the way, which does me well, and I'm doing this voiceover just like this, so there may be the odd sound of traffic in the background, which I hope you can excuse. In this one, I'm heading out with my friend Jordan to do some freediving and spearfishing in the lower west side of Vancouver Island. Gonna go pick up my friend Jordan this morning, set up the seat in the van. We're gonna go diving today. I was actually gonna go camping yesterday and today. I have this firewood right here. Plans kind of changed and I stayed in town an extra day. And today's the beautiful weather day, so we decided to just go diving. I could call Jordan up. I said, "You wanna go diving today?" And he said, "Yeah." So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna save the camping and all that for next week, and I'll have a better window of time to go do that kind of thing. And it's been a busy couple weeks for me, just organizing a few things. That takes care of that. Got to bring my other fridge today, and I don't really need the firewood there, but it is what it is. It's a little frosty, just a little.
And it's almost always all up for halfway, and then all down when you get to the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited. That was a good hike. Is it a place for people to camp and stuff?
No,
overnight?
It's an old fisherman hut.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Trap shack. Nice. That's pretty cool. Wow. Some cool kind of graffiti sort of art on there. There we go. Come back here and make lunch. I should have brought the camp stove or something. Made a tea or coffee at some point. I can't believe I didn't think about that.
But I just didn't have the time to think about it enough.
Yeah.
Some of these are pretty good.
Yeah. The little octopus there on the handle.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
This is cool. Now, can we swim through there, or are we gonna get blocked off?
I don't know. I'm gonna
Let's
try it.
though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stoked. This spot is cool.
Yeah. This will be fun. It seemed like a bunch of little fish there. Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I had a new spot for both of us. We're gonna jump in the water, check it out. It does look really exciting down there. And this bag is brand new for me. This came from my friend Chris PNW Sampson on YouTube. He gave this to me a little while ago. It was an extra one that he had. And this one came from Diving Sports. It's a free diving scuba shop out of Vancouver. If you're visiting here internationally or you're in the lower mainland, it's a good place to pick up a lot of this kind of gear. And this bag was really awesome hiking in to this spot today. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Diving Sports. Really appreciate the new backpack. It did not take very long to realize that this was going to be an amazing dive. And here we are just exploring that little ravine that we were pointing out from the shore, just getting going in these little spots. Right away we started seeing some really interesting life right in the shallow waters. At this point, we're pressing through some of the narrower parts of the canyons that are in the shoreline. It's one of those things that you do need to have a little bit of a sense of judgment about. You wouldn't want to go through some of these spots if the swell is up or there's big waves crashing into the shore. Jordan's a little smaller than I am, so I was thinking, am I gonna have to climb right up out of the water and get onto that rock and then get over it? It wasn't the case, but I didn't film me actually going through there. It's just like being a kid all over again and getting to mess around in a really cool playground. And right here we're seeing the sunlight for the first time, because up until now we've just been playing around in the shade.
Oh yeah. Woo.
So much fun. At this point we're warming up to deeper waters, but we're still not finished exploring the cool shoreline in this area. We didn't actually know what these were when we saw them out there, the orange-tipped sea gooseberry. But you can see the light traveling through the inside of them there. It's not actually something that they generate themselves, but it's rather the sunlight reflecting off of some of the cell tissue within the body of the jelly. We were pretty lucky to see just about every species of jellyfish from the Pacific Northwest on this dive. The only one we didn't see was the fried egg jelly.
Goes way back, yeah.
I think I woke him up from a nap. This is a pretty big tangle of bull kelp. See a lot of this time of year just washed up against the shoreline. Pretty fun to swim through it too.
It's pretty cool.
All these jellyfish, man, they're so cool to see this many of them just floating around the water column. It really did make the dive extra special. At this point, it was time to load the spear guns and do some fishing. Jordan was already ready to go, and we were already warmed up enough to head down for some deeper diving. We're gonna go start to finish on this one, so if you want to join me and hold your breath, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I know this looks like your classic first-person shooter, which is a bit unfortunate because it doesn't actually show you everything that I am seeing. When I'm diving down, my head's turning to the left, to the right. I'm looking around for something that I'm after. In this case, this fish is called the kelp greenling. Normally we see these in shallower water, but for some reason this particular day, this particular area, we're seeing most of them down at deeper depths. That being said, we're allowed to harvest 3 of these fish in this area, and they make an excellent fish taco. Anyway, all food stuff aside, it's almost time to breathe again. Are you still with me? Here we go. That's a tasty looking greenling. After catching a fish, I go straight to dispatching it if need be. It's just one of those steps that you do when you're out here doing this kind of thing. Here I'm already partway down looking for my second fish, and I see this guy on the rock. Good looking sized greenling, line up, and then I miss. Then he turns and swims back towards me and off to the side, and then I thought, I wonder if I could do another breathe up and go down and try to find this guy again, which is exactly what I end up doing.
That's a nice one.
Round 2. Alright, we're in luck. There he is again. Looking for a shot. Don't want to hit the rocks. That was okay. No, too far. Maybe. Oh yeah. Even with all this carnage, spearfishing is the most sustainable, ethical way to go and catch your fish. Simply put, there is no bycatch, and you get to have eyes on the environment and make the choice whether or not you're harvesting food from that area.
Thank you, birds.
With all the fishing out of the way, it was time to relax, and Jordan had this brilliant idea of laying on the kelp here. After that, we started doing a little bit more fun diving. Jordan spotted this giant wolf eel hanging out with all the urchins down here, which by the way was eating. Incidentally, if you happen to see this fish, and it is a fish, please don't harvest it. It is a really magical, beautiful sight to come across these things in the water, and I think every diver really appreciates seeing them when they do. That being said, I do believe this is a protected species in most areas. Certainly in this place it is. But yeah, just leave them alone. They're pretty special. Thanks. Shortly after that, I found this humongous sea anemone, which I believe is a fish-eating anemone. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just learning about a lot of this stuff myself, but that was the biggest one I've ever seen. At this point, it's getting late in the day, the sun's coming down on the horizon, and we're both getting pretty chilled, but the place just keeps on giving and giving, and it's really hard to call it quits. We were both pleasantly delighted with the amount of jellyfish that we were seeing in the water. As a point of interest, the water temperature out here in the Pacific Northwest this time of year on this side of the island is about 9 degrees Celsius. In the wintertime it can get low as 7, so we wear an open cell 7mm wetsuit to keep us warm through these dives. One more mini canyon to check out. This one's got a little waterfall in the back. I had no idea. I thought maybe one of those beads that people wear on a necklace, but it looked like it was made of fiberglass. turns out we made a couple friends after all.
It's fun.
That was pretty awesome out there. Jordan's just down, clean fish. I'm gonna go join him. But that was an awesome day, seeing all the little fish, that wolf eel that we saw out that way, and the seal that was playing around in here. That was really cool. Lots of really cool nooks to look at. And it was cold getting out, but it wasn't windy, so it was not too bad. Good little sunset too. It was quite a day. Almost wish there was like 4 hours of sunlight left, because in the summertime there would be, but not anymore. So we're gonna hike out in the dark. Most likely it's an hour hike to get out to the spot, so got a little work ahead of myself, cleaning up all the gear as well. But for now, I'm gonna go deal with the fish. How you make it out? That's good. Yeah, very quickly. Hey?
Very quickly behind the mountains.
Yeah. Well done. Oh, yeah, thanks. You gutted yours out there already, eh?
Just the one.
Oh, okay.
Just because of the time.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. With lanyards?
Yeah. Head off might be the way to go, but
Yeah. Two free divers lost in the bush overnight.
they can swim, but I don't know how to hike.
Low house. There's if you get in there, there's a light switch up there.
Yeah, I'm tired now.
Doesn't help to hike out with all that lead.
Do you get the outside lights or do I?
No, they're just
They're there.
right there. Yeah. We could use a light bar. That's nice and bright. 8 o'clock at sunset.
Well, lucky us.
Definitely.
You want this?
Sure. Well, thank you.
Same one you had last time.
We cannot forget the cheesy goodbye shot. See, bro.
See you later.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the fish.
Yeah, we'll dig them out of the basement there.
All right.
It's like redfish, bluefish down there.
Redfish, bluefish.
You got the blue one, I got the red one.
See ya. That was a great day.
Yeah, man.
Have a good
For
sleep.
sure. Yeah, thanks. See you later. Alrighty. That was quite a day. having yogurt and granola. I'll finish off the day with that, and I put the fish in the fridge. So that's why I'm having that, is because I had to make room in my fridge for the fish. So anyway, I'm just gonna camp out here in a little spot. Parked all the dive gears up in the front, which is half of it's clean and half of it's still got to get clean. I still got to go clean my wetsuit. For now, it's in a dry bag, and that bag right there was awesome. I really like having that for the hike. So thanks again, my friend Chris, PNW Sampson on YouTube. If you guys are into this diving stuff on the west coast here, do check out his channel. I'll link it up here somewhere in this area. And this also came from Diving Sports, which is a diving equipment store in Vancouver. It's a really good spot to go if you're looking to suit up for any of this kind of stuff that we're doing. Anyway, I'm pretty tired. I'm just gonna chill right now for the night, and I'll get to that fish tomorrow. I think I'm gonna see if I can do some fish tacos with that over at my cousin's place. We got a bunch of family and friends visiting there, so maybe tomorrow night we can do a big cook-off with some fish tacos there. Be nice way to share that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Am I signing off? I don't know. I kind of feel like signing off for the day, so if it's the end of the video, it's the end of the video. If it's not, it's not. I'll see you in a sec. Remarkably, this stuff dried off pretty good inside the van. Blazing the heater. Worked all right though. So what I'll do, because of that, I just had it draped over the seat, my wetsuit, and some of it was kind of over some of this stuff, and it dried out pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is, when I mount my magnet pieces, which I've got down there, it's a little project that I want to do up here on the ceiling. I'll put those, maybe a couple up here, so that I can put little hooks up there to hang these things up in the middle of the day, just to get a little bit more air around them. I did buy a new dry bag, backpack straps on it to work with this bag. This is a pretty light material, and the reason I went for this is just because the other one that I do have is quite heavy and bulky. It's kind of like made of this stuff, and that inside of this was just a bit too much, so I went for something like that. And the reason I wanted this was so that when I come out of the ocean and I put my wetsuit inside of this thing, it keeps it watertight, and it's not going to leak on the inside of this and drip onto my back. This bag doesn't have a hole in the bottom, but my friend Jordan, who I was diving with, says his, if he doesn't wrap his wetsuit very well, it'll drip right out of this seam and get his bum all wet and that sort of thing on the hike out. So putting into something like this is a great little advantage. I didn't have any issues with it. So anyway, that's just gonna get tucked in here. Water bottle go right there. That's great, man. I really like this bag so far.